Hey guys, so this is just a video that I kind of want to make because it's therapeutic. That's what it is. I want to tell you guys some things. I want to rake some motherfuckers over the cold because this is ridiculous. So, I've been having a lot of incidents lately when I go to the movie theaters with people talking, texting, doing every piece of shit activity that you could fucking do when you go to the movie theater. I didn't even want to wear a microphone because I thought that I'd be too loud. I'm trying to keep it down low so that I don't just fucking inundate the microphone with loud noises. But basically, everything came to a head yesterday. Alright. So, I went to see Jaws live in concert yesterday, which is basically like they have the symphony playing with the screen of the movie's playing on the screen above them, but the symphony's playing the music. In accordance with the movie, obviously. And there were these two fucking idiots behind me that would not shut the fuck up. So basically the first half of the movie I was sitting somewhere else, so I didn't really hear them. And I'm sure that they were doing it the first half, I'm sure. But once they get on the boat, there was an intermission. I came back and sat somewhere else. And these fucking morons, these idiots, these fucking stupid morons would not shut the fuck up. They were quoting lines like before they would happen. They tried to fucking rattle off the whole thing. There was a closed captioning on the screen. I can fucking read too. I know all the lines. I've seen Jaws a lot of times. But fuck you! Like, shut the fuck up. No one wants to hear you recite every fucking line before they say it. It was annoying. I didn't let it go on for too long. I let it go on longer than it should have, but probably maybe 15 minutes in to the second half. I just turned around. I wasn't rude, but I was clearly irritated. I was irritable, and I said, "Please be quiet." And she clammed up. The one woman, it was a couple, but the one woman was like the worst of the two. The guy was bad too, but the woman was way worse. Like, she was just shouting out things, trying to sing to the movie when Quint's singing, like, just annoying fucking stupid shit. So yeah, it just got to a head where I turned around, I just said, "Please be quiet." They were like, "Oh yeah, fine, sorry." They were like they didn't really give me attitude. They kind of clammed up and just were like, "All right, sorry," and I was like, "Thank you." And they were fine for the rest of the movie. But the thing that really fucking got me going was at the end of the movie when they blow up the shark, the crowd cheered, which is fine. It's fine. It's exciting. I was excited to see it. I was loving it. The crowd was cheering. And then this woman started behind me. Her and her husband started mocking me, going like, "Shh, you guys need to be quiet," like making fun of me when it happened. Like, "Oh, they need to be quiet. We need to be quiet. We can't." Fuck you! Like, what the fuck? What are you doing? Like, I know I'm like being very unhinged right now, but this is just ridiculous. I was seething. I was like seeing like red. I was so mad. It was like oh. But whatever. Part of me regrets not turning around, just telling them to shut their stupid mouths up. But whatever, that would have escalated things. Whatever. I just made a passive aggressive comment before I left about how fucking idiots treat the movie theater like their fucking living room, which is ridiculous. I honestly don't know what to say. I really don't know why people think that people pay money to go listen to them recite every line of the movie and talk and text, and they don't know how their shiny light beacon doesn't distract other people during the movie. I, honest to God, want to know psychologically what makes people think that the people in front of them want to hear them recite every line from Jaws. Nobody else was talking. Another thing, too, that I think is ridiculous is that narrating and reading the closed captioning and saying every famous line before it happens, how that is the same thing as the crowd cheering at the end of the movie. What level of cognitive dissonance is required to separate that in your head? Like, what the fuck? That's ridiculous. This is just the one that like made me just seethe, and like I honestly, like, walking out of there, I was like just pissed. I was like, and whatever. I had a great experience watching it. I've never seen Jaws that way, and it was really cool. It was very exciting. I loved it, but it's just that, like, it's just like, I hate that that's something that's sticking in my head whenever I think about going and seeing it like that. It's aggravating. It's angering. Like, shut the fuck up. No one paid to listen to you talk. No one paid to listen to you narrate. Like, Jaws, just go home and watch the Blu-ray in your fucking living room if you want to get drunk and fucking narrate and talk and quote all the lines. That's fine. But don't do it in a public setting where people paid their hard-earned money to go see it and have you fucking ruin it. Another one, I mean, I've had a few experiences, and most times the extent of it is just, hey, can you please turn off your phone? Hey, can you please not talk? Can you please be quiet? Like, I try to be polite, but that was ridiculous. Like, her mocking me was infuriating. It is not remotely comparable. There is no comparison of them talking and fucking being annoying. No one else was talking. Everyone else was being respectful. Everyone else understood that we were there to watch the movie and listen to the orchestra and not listen to these fucking morons talk. These fucking idiots. It baffles me. Like, these were adults. Like, this couple, they were each like 60. Act like a fucking adult. Like, seriously, for God's sake, it's ridiculous. I'd say, like, probably my another bad experience I've had at the movies was when I saw Avengers Endgame, the biggest movie of all time. Basically, this is a little bit more passable because these were at least like teenagers, but when it came out, I was sitting kind of in the back with my girlfriend and her brother, and we were watching the movie. Just, they kept talking, being annoying, being obnoxious, making jokes, shouting at the screen, like these girls that were with the guys were like, they said 5 years later when it came up in the movie. Like, stop. What the fuck? Like, what gives you the authority to think that other people paid money to listen to you talk and make jokes? Like, shut the fuck up. Rent out a whole movie theater to yourself if you want to be that much of an inconsiderate piece of shit. It's ridiculous. But basically, they got out of control. I yelled at them, "You're not funny, shut up." And everyone around me, too, like, was, like, thanking me and be, like quietly, like, thank you. Like, like, that's the thing. I appreciated it. This fucking idiot turned around, I was like, "You shut up." This was 3 years ago, and I'm just... and then it was just like, again, just coming out of the theater, just, man, morons really don't know how to fucking act in public. Whatever. It's like, I don't know. It's ridiculous. It happens so often, like, and it's also, too, I always have that fear. I sit down, I see someone on their phone, or hear someone talking before the movie, and I'm like, oh, they're gonna be that way, aren't they? Oh, man. Like, I'm not the only one to make a video about this. I'm not the only one to relay stories about this. Chris Stuckman's video, a rant on annoying moviegoers, probably came out like 10 years ago at this point, and this is still a problem. That went viral. People should know how to act. People shouldn't be this deluded and stupid, but they are. There's a big banner at the beginning of every movie telling them to stop, telling them to shut the fuck up, telling them to turn off their stupid fucking phones, keep their technology-addicted asses in check. Stay the fuck home if you can't handle that. I'm serious. Like, fuck you if you do that. It's so annoying. It's probably my number one pet peeve. But, I'm such a movie guy, so it's like, obviously, but really, it's absurd. I don't understand it. It's just, it irks me. It really does. It's frustrating because the movie theater is the best possible experience to watch a movie. You isolate all other distractions, no phones, no talking, there's nothing else there. It's just you and the movie, and that level of escapism can't be overstated. It's important, matters to me. Apparently it didn't matter to those people behind me at Jaws. I doubt they'd watch this video because they're that stupid and unself-aware, but if you do, fuck you. And I hope this video gets a lot of views so that people shit on you in the comments because you deserve that. It's just, I don't know. I don't. I know I'm rambling, I know I'm ranting, but this is just something I want to get off my chest. I want to put it out there. I want to talk about it because it's just crazy to me. I really don't get it. I don't. When did people get like this? I think COVID, I think it's been exacerbated since COVID because people were used to just watching movies like that, but it's just the etiquette. It's crazy. It's all over the place. I'm thinking about my movie experiences where I've gone opening night or gone to big crowds. This has always been a thing. I went to see Spider-Man No Way Home in December. This was at least the second time I saw it, so it wasn't as egregious. But these parents they let their kids run a fucking muck in the movie theater, running around the seats, playing on their phones like they were animals. These kids were just running around. They were running up and down. Went to the bathroom every 10 minutes. They were talking, playing on their phones, talking to each other. These parents paid they probably dropped at least $100 to get all the kids in, get them all sodas, get them all popcorn, because that's what they need. They need to be hopped up on caffeine because they clearly have such great self-control and impulse control, and the parents clearly guided these kids right by telling them that it's okay to make a bunch of strangers suffer with their intolerable activity. It's insufferable. At least, thankfully, which is it's just crazy to me. It just shows how little they gave a shit that these kids got so bored that their parents took them out of the theater probably right before Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield showed up. They just took them out of the movie theater because they couldn't handle it. And they forced everybody else for the previous hour and a half to deal with that. Get a hold of your kids. If they can't handle this, if they can't sit down and watch a movie, don't bring them. If you as an adult can't handle it, don't go. Stay off your phone. Don't talk. Shut up. That's all there is to it. And yeah, it's just, it's just this incident at the Jaws thing, it really set me off. It's ridiculous. I try to be level-headed. If something's bothering me, I don't mind being a little confrontational. It's fine. And the thing is, too, is when I told them, they were like, oh, yeah, sorry about that. And they stopped, thankfully, for the rest of the movie. But for some reason, they found the crowd cheering at the end as some kind of admission that everything that they did for the previous 2 hours was okay. Oh, wait, everyone's clapping at the end. Oh, that means that we could have talked the whole time and been inconsiderate assholes. So, that's what I gotta say about that issue. Fuck you if you do that. Don't go to the theater. Stay home, please. Really, I don't understand it. People go to the theater to escape the real world. They don't want to be burdened by phones and talking and other people, and it just completely takes me out of the movie when it happens. I hate it. It just ruins my experience. I hate it. It pisses me off, and what they did was ridiculous. These are adults. Act like it. Alright, guys. I hope you enjoyed that. I know it was long. I know I ranted, and I'm sorry about that. I got very heated and definitely seemed unhinged, but it's just too much. This is ridiculous. This should not be acceptable. It's not acceptable. Something I forgot to mention too was actually that there was an usher that came and told them to stop doing something earlier before I told them to stop, and they didn't listen to him. But I don't know if it was because they were on their phones or if they were talking, someone reported them or something. I saw ushers going around telling people to stop doing things. So I don't know what that was about, but just what the fuck? Alright guys, I hope to some level someone could get something out of this video and out of my painful experience. I'm sure that you guys have stories that I'd love to hear them in the comments. If you've had an experience like this, vent, man. I'm here for it. I'm here to hear it. Just let me know. Alright, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Have a good one.